kindergarten will be performing for us a little bit later, and we are excited for that. We will start every day, or today, how we do every day, which is putting happy in our heart. So make sure you make your heart smile. Hopefully your heart shares that with your face, and you have a smile on your face. Do I have smiles behind me? Okay, smile at someone else. Smile at another. Make it bigger. And with your teacher, please. Please locate your teacher with your eyeballs. Give a smile. And what we know is gratitude is always a precursor to happiness. So we are grateful in here, and we give a thank you to our teachers. Thank you all for being here and sharing this moment with me. Boys and girls, just take a moment to enjoy that breeze and feel that on your skin. Just concentrate on that. Really great way to start our morning. And we will have everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and here we go, 1 and 2. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please remain standing, facing this way for kindergarten, presenting our patriotic song. I think it's You're a Grand Old Flag with Mr. Braddock. You may be seated. Thank you. Thank you, kindergarten and Mr. Braddock. One more round of applause for them. We get to hear more from our kindergarten. Let's find out what they've been learning. Listen carefully. You'll remember if you've already been in kindergarten here, and I think most of you have. So listen to what they're telling you.
We spent most of the month learning about 4 incredible presidents, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Teddy Roosevelt, and their importance and their accomplishments to this country. And then we also learned how a famous monument was carved in their honor, and so they're going to sing about that monument.
I wonder how many of us could name all 4 presidents at Mount Rushmore before this day. So I know we can all do it now. Thank you, kindergarten, and thank you, Mr. Braddock, and the teachers who teach that so well. We have a brief announcement from NJHS.
Come up here, Ms. Bannock. She's my co-advisor, teacher advisor here. She needs to be up here too. Hey, Jack and Cole, we're going to be doing something really exciting for our School to Service project. And it's going to take, we want 100% participation. So it's going to take all of you guys to do what we have set up for you. So Jack and Cole, why don't you tell us what we're doing?
So next week at NJHS, we are asking each student to donate a gently used outfit, including a small toy, shoes, new socks, and underwear if possible. A large Ziploc bag will be sent home with each of you today. The clothing donation drive is next Monday through Friday. Donations are to be placed in the boxes in your classrooms. Once you bring in a donation, and it doesn't matter what it is, you can mark your name off on the box. The classroom with the most donations will receive a surprise.
Hey teachers, just a reminder that our NJHS group did a YouTube video too, thanks to those second graders who were watching yesterday. They think I'm a YouTube star. I've yet to see any money from that, but I'll keep working on it. Thank you so much. We're looking for 100% participation. Look for us holding signs in the morning during drop-off to encourage everybody to participate. The clothing is going to go to our local CAS. It's, I just lost it. Services Center. It's Children and Adult Services Center in Phoenix, and then also abroad to Zimbabwe. So we are looking forward to this fun service drive because we know Candeo students and our families are the best when it comes to sharing and caring.
Thank you. We'll take just a moment and hear from Mrs. Carpenter. She would like to give the awards for the art show.
Okay, good morning, Candeo. It is so good to see you out here, and I just want you to know that I love each and every one of you, and I love the artist in you. Our hallways look marvelous because of the artwork that you've created. Thank you so much for sharing your talents, for your skills just growing. It's just so exciting for me as a teacher to see you going from kindergarten all the way up. It's wonderful, so thank you, artists. We have grade level winners from the art show. I would like them to come up and they're going to get a picture of their artwork. Their art will be displayed in the front office for a year. But again, I want to thank each and every one of you for your amazing artwork and for developing your skills for using your sketchbooks. Okay. 5th grade's winner is Lainey Swanson. They learned so many things. Hers is for her flaming tree, which is absolutely stunning. 4th grade's award is for Katie Dewitt. Okay, she won for her shield, which just shows ambition was her character trait that she thinks is so important for middle ages and also for us as modern people. Those shields are so important because they show so much about the artist. They tell and they express what the artist loves and what is important in their lives. Third grade, Bethany Ibsen. for her Viking ship illustration, which, to be honest, really belongs in a book. It looks just gorgeous, and so many of those Viking ships. But you learned in class how they traveled throughout there and were explorers. Really exciting artwork. Second grade winner is Jamie Dewitt. She won for her Elephant of India, the beautiful, beautiful patterns that she did, and just learning about the culture of India, how that elephants are part of their big celebrations. First grade winner is Ayana Brent. In first grade, they learn all about different kinds of art. They learn about portraits and landscapes and still life. She won for her still life. She also won for her hands, for the color magic hands, learning that the primary colors, red, yellow, blue, you can create all the other colors. Kindergarten winner is Jack Tenney. Jack's flower needs to be on a beautiful card that can be sent to all the mothers in the world. His use of watercolor and his use of color in other projects is just really astounding for a kindergartner. So I want to say congratulations to all of our winners and to all of you for being such wonderful, amazing artists.
Thank you, Mrs. Carpenter and students, for your effort and the beauty of what you show. Thank you. We have a brief announcement from PVO.
Good morning, Candeo. Good morning, KVO. All right, guys, we're getting towards the end of the year, so we had a winner for our readathon. You guys got your prizes. I forget which class it was, and Becky's not here to tell me. Which class won the readathon? Good job, guys.
And Jacob Osborne.
Good job, Jacob. Good job. So that's the winner for the readathon. For box tops, our March Madness winners were Miss Kingston and Hudek's class. And they are going to get some pizza on Monday. Yay! And then the last day for collecting box tops is actually, instead of being the first Friday, it's going to be the last Friday of the school year, which will be May 18th. So keep collecting so you can get some of those popsicles. And thank you guys for doing so much work for that. You guys have brought a lot of money into the school. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, PVO. It's time for the REACH portion of our assembly, and REACH is special to us because it's how we work and learn together very well, and we make it special here. And let's talk about what it stands for. Remember R? Recess. E? Effort. A? Attitude. C? Cooperation. And H? I see it all the time. Thank you for your efforts in that, and thank you for showing it every day. We'll hear from our 5th grade first, and in every grade level, we will bring somebody up and recognize you for the outstanding reach that you show.
The student I've chosen to be the REACH recipient today holds a special place in my heart, not only for his REACH-worthy characteristics, but also because of his curiosity and adventurous spirit. I've had the pleasure to get to know him as his teacher and as Odyssey of the Mind coach. This student never ceases to amaze me with his kindness, respect, responsibility, and alacrity. The cheerful readiness starts in the classroom and extends far beyond. He's equally comfortable discussing westward expansion, the solving of polynomial equations, and the inner workings of an internal combustion engine. I was amazed when he accurately described the process, to which he replied nonchalantly, I like to listen to podcasts before I go to bed. During Odyssey, this student has excitedly learned how to navigate and thrive in a metals and wood workshop, running a drill press, bandsaw, disc saw, circular saw, and is even able to weld with a wire feed welder. He learned to juggle, has a spot-on Shakespeare impression, and keeps the whole team laughing with his puns. I can't adequately express how proud I am of all his accomplishments. I know he's a student who will continue to accomplish many great things in his life. Will Dana, you are proudly our Reach recipient.
I asked for a Shakespeare line.
Are they twiddling my thumbs? Not anymore. Hire a professional jester for all thy juggling needed. Your galas will never be the same.
The recipient of this month's Reach Award is a student who has shown an incredible amount of growth this year. When discussing goals at the beginning of the year, this student came up to me with excitement in his eyes and told me that he would like to earn a Reach Award by the end of the year. Now, I could have simply given it to him in the beginning of the year because he's a brilliant student, he's very hardworking, and could have qualified on those merits alone. However, I was so excited to see the growth that I knew was going to happen with this student this year, and I knew that this was an important year for this student. Sure enough, he has branched out and become a helpful, thoughtful member of our classroom. He has fostered really great friendships, and even took a risk in trying out for Odyssey of the Mind. Mrs. Elmore reports that his clever sense of humor and verbal creativity benefit the team greatly. There are 3 things that I admire most about this student: his thoughtfulness, his creative thinking, and his courage. Thank you for being you, Zoltan Dunn.
That's an awesome smile, Zoltan. My April Reach Award winner is a true altruist and has been since day one of the school year. She's unselfish, yet has an esprit de corps attitude that thrusts our entire class forward in joyful learning and dedication to task and performance. When it comes to responsibility and respect, she takes this seriously. She takes seriously her responsibility to help and do the right thing, and her moral compass is established on the traditions and laws of our classroom. Yet respectfully, she understands that her classmates come from many different backgrounds and perspectives and can appreciate diversity. This girl cannot get enough of new learning. It seems she has the power of Athena when it comes to wanting wisdom, and I actually nicknamed her my little powerhouse. I know you know who you are now. Her hand is up before I even ask the question, and then she says, "Is this a good time to ask a question?" Her love for all things Disney exudes when she can accurately depict one of our classical books' characters to the likeness of a Disney character spot on. Here she comes. She and I can cooperate really well if, on a whim, we happen to realize we both know the words to a whole song within any given musical. She's adorable. She's much deserving. She's Kiki Bettis. The girl who has everything.
All right, this month for April, I am recognizing a student for their heart. This student is always fair on the playground. I never hear any problems going on. He's always ready to play with a friend. He especially is selfless, which I think is extremely cool at this age. He gives up his seat for somebody else so that they can see better. He has this joy about him. He comes in for extra help whenever he needs it, and he has true alacrity. Congratulations, Hunter Thomas.
As I have mentioned before, something I'm always looking for in my students is growth, not just academically, but also in character. The person I chose to win the Reach Award for the month of April has shown a lot of growth in many areas. This young lady has been working incredibly hard on always showing kindness and respect towards others. She loves to help out her classmates and does an excellent job of listening attentively, and as such, she can always be counted on to give her 110% best effort on all assignments and activities. Carolyn Mortensen, congratulations on winning the Reach Award. We're so proud of
For fourth grade, my Reach winner always brings a happy heart with alacrity and captures the true spirit of lifelong learning. She has been spelling it out for us since the first day of school. Always comes to school with a smile on her face and a pep in her step. Loves to think, analyze, create, and discover. Adds color, complexity, and creativity to her desk. Creates lively and thoughtful discussions. Reads aloud with enthusiasm and passion. Illuminates our classroom with her positive, happy, and cheerful attitude. Takes helping around the classroom to a whole new level. Yearns to deepen her knowledge and sharpen her skills every day. It's been a joyful pleasure to have this little lady light up our class. Quinn Sporalski, congratulations on your Reach Award.
The kindergarten, first, and second grade teams really do a phenomenal job. The teachers, can we give them a round of applause because they're just fantastic. They do a phenomenal job getting our third graders prepared. And one thing that's sometimes challenging when you come into third grade is kind of starting that independence, that self-directed learner aspect that we kind of want to see. And sometimes it's difficult because sometimes you want to always have your teacher's opinion or perspective, or you don't want to make a mistake and you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing and what your teacher wants. And so it's kind of like you learn over time, and my kids always know it's like, solve your problem. What do you think? What would you like? And so sometimes that's difficult to kind of overcome. And one student has been working really, really hard in making sure that she's making the best choices for herself, making sure that she's being an independent learner, and making sure that she feels confident with her learning and what she's doing and how she's feeling about her work. Because what matters the most is that she's improving, she's growing, and it's about her. It's about what matters most to her. And she's done a great job, and that's Macy Falmer.
In our class this month, as the students know, I was furiously texting Mrs. Kingston yesterday saying, oh my gosh, we have 6 kids to choose from. 6 people that we were having a hard time, 5 kids that we were having a hard time choosing between. And we went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and finally came to our decision. So one of the things that we want to say to our class is every single one of you deserves this award. And I wish that we had 23 months of school because every child in our class deserves a Reach Award. But we had to make one choice, and it was a really tough choice, but we're pretty thrilled with it. The student and we're both going to speak a little bit about this person. When the student came to our class at the beginning of the year, I can't say that he loved third grade. Very cheerful, very ready for school, but just didn't really love the school part of school. Loved the social piece, loved his friends loved him, but school was hard. reading was hard. And what do you mean I have to take notes that my parents can read at night so they can help me study? And just a lot of things. Grammar, didn't love grammar. My favorite story of the improvement with this student is at one point we're in chapter 11 or 10 and turns around and looks at us and says, I actually love grammar. And I didn't even think I liked it. So kind of gives you a perspective. Everything with this student has shifted from the beginning of the year, and we are just so excited to see the growth and the progress that he has made.
I'll be fast. So I have the privilege of teaching this student the reading, the one subject that presents the most challenges for him. And I have seen the attitude for learning change tremendously. He's the first one to raise his hand, and he genuinely loves the challenges now. Not just the easy parts of learning, but he sees what these challenges do for him as a learner. And so Waylon Yeager, come on up.
If you ask any of the students in my class how many children I have, they will tell you 26. Because I not only have 2 children at home, I have 24 students in my homeroom class. If you add in my math students, there would be even more. With that being said, the student that I am recognizing this month is being recognized for consistent reach characteristics. And this especially rings true because, as you can see, I've kind of had to spend a little time out of school over this past month. And as a parent/teacher, I always hope that my children will hold true to the same expectations, whether I'm there or whether I'm not there. And this student has stood out and was recognized not only by myself throughout the month, but also by the substitutes that have been on campus. Brody Clark, come on up.
Thank you, 5th through 3rd grades, for what you said and what you are doing. I'm proud of you. One more round of applause. Second grade.
Good morning, Candale. Thank you. So one thing that we do in my class is we do something called bucket fillers, and on Fridays we read them. What a bucket filler is if you notice somebody who does something kind for somebody else, or if somebody in our class does something kind for you and helps out your day, we write them on a little note, we put them in a bucket, and then we read them on Fridays. Oftentimes on Fridays, our bucket is overflowing with kind things that other students have done for each other. And in our bucket, we have a name that comes up very frequently. This person gave me a big smile today. This person helped me pick up my pencil box. This person gave me a big hug. This person asked me to play at recess because I didn't have anybody to play with. And I think that our class really recognizes that this student shows reach every single day. Oftentimes, my class will tell me, I think this month, this student should earn the Reach Award. Every single month, that is consistent. This student has a smile that lights up the room. She's a brilliant learner and works hard on her academics. And she shows respect and kindness to everybody on campus. Isabella Castrillian, I see your smile. Come on up.
Good morning, Candeo. Thank you for that greeting. This student is a new to Candeo student. He started second grade brand new, and right off the bat, he dove right into the curriculum, to making friends, to being a good sport on the soccer field. He helps me erase the board, pass out math textbooks, offer assistance in different areas of second grade knowledge. He's a pretty good new to Candeo student, wouldn't you say? This month's Reach Award winner is Ethan Tran.
Good morning, Candeo. So this month, I would like to recognize a student who has shown reach every single day since the beginning of the year. And reach